As you guys see on my channel that I camp a lot. I am always outdoors, and I decided to figure out how to really heat my drinks or cook something outdoors without a generator and without uh, gas propane tank. So now this one here is the chimney charcoal starter that you find in Walmart or any camping places or any sporting places. Those are really cool. You can use them, but you have to put holes on the top so the air comes out. And then it's also doesn't even sit straight and it moves. Then you end up spilling your food all over. So what I did, I found these couple of these burners, outdoor propane burners. I found them at a yard sale. They were like, one guy actually threw one of them away, and I picked it up from the side of the road. And all you have to do, remove the propane burner, like the one inside, and remove the metal that holds it, and you can cut it with a little saw. Like those pieces have to come off, and you have to remove that. And so I decided to just do something really cool, and I think I will keep the one I did for a long time. Threw that piece away, and look what you have. You have this thing now. So what do? You take it and you put your charcoal starter right under it. You can remove the handle if you want, which will work really fine, but I decided to keep mine and it fit perfect. If you remove the handle, actually you can adjust the height by putting a little hole in under the three legs. And then what do? You put your pot on top of it and it holds it, and then you don't spill it. You can put a little piece of metal something on top of it so you can grill on top of it. So what I use instant lighting charcoal. You can put a couple of pieces of wood in there if you want. Now after you start this fire, if you decide to add more charcoal to this here, make sure you don't dump it with the bag, because the fire can end up going inside the bag, and guess what? You have the whole bag on fire and it's a mess. I'm just, I decided to light this one here. And you don't have to put a lot of charcoal in it. That thing really gets hot. So first what I'm doing now, I'm doing dinner. I'm making myself hamburgers. Now you see what I'm doing now. I'm putting my hand in there and just putting it with my hand in there slowly instead of dumping the bag. And dumping a bag is really not a good idea. Unless the first time you do it with no fire on it, it's fine. I just decided to put a little bit of smoke, put a little bit of leaves. It makes it more like camping. I have that burner. It would be hard to cook on that thing. You have to burn the whole thing. And what I'm camping actually is right by Intercoastal Waterway. It's called Buckhole Recreation Center. And I'm camping right there. That's Intercoastal Waterway, famous Intercoastal Waterway. Boats travel from southeast to northeast, all the way north and south. And I set up my chair there and I set up my fishing rods. I enjoy the outdoors. It's beautiful there. The tide is going out, so those are oyster beds. What I did, I watched the oyster beds in low tide, so I know exactly where to set up my lines. And because I did fish at nighttime that night too. I caught a couple of stingrays and whitings and flounder. And this is a campground. Those kids, my neighbors, they are from Tennessee. They were cool kids. They were fishing next to me and they were very polite. They enjoyed what I was doing with this cooking thing. One of them actually helped me with the camera later on. There are all kinds of wildlife here. And last night, what happened when I was sleeping, right after this, after cooking, I slept and I got up in the morning and there was a raccoon that put a hole in my tent. He grabbed the whole loaf of bread, ate the whole loaf of bread. I heard the noises at nighttime and I thought it was something outside, but when I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, no, they grabbed stuff from my tent. It usually doesn't happen, but there is one with bad habit. Now you see how this one is really nice. It's not shaking. I'm heating it right now. I think the pan is ready and I have my burgers in there right now. I could have cooked some onion, I could have cooked green pepper, but I don't want it to. I don't want it to add all of this stuff. As a matter of fact, I cooked extras here for the neighbor. A young kid, he was really polite and he was watching my fishing rods when I was gone, so, and he really liked this idea. And I added salt and pepper to it. I mean, you can add whatever you want. It's like cooking at home. I didn't put the lid on it. I just wanted, because I wanted to show I wanted to show it cooking, so I didn't put any lid on top of it or foil or anything. You can cook your meat however you want. I cook mine very well. I tell them, char it, and I will eat it. I don't want to see blood on my food, but some people like them really just barely cooked, which you can do that. You don't have to just cook it the way I'm doing it here. You cook it the way you like it. You eating it, not me. So, but I'm cooking here, this one here, because I'm eating it. He's really cooking good. I flipped him and then I put cheese on him. I like the cheese to melt. I could have covered it to make it to melt it a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure the burgers are done the other side very well. It was delicious. So that was my dinner, and now this is around 6 o'clock in the morning. You can see the sunrise. I'm up and ready. I'm ready to go and heat my coffee. I can make my coffee if I'm traveling. If I'm carrying this, then I can use. I can just bring fresh coffee and make coffee with a percolator. But what I do at home, I make my coffee and put them in my cooler, and then I just heat it in the morning, so I don't have to really, then it's not too strong, or it's not enough, and it's not filtered. So I just decided to just start the fire again and let it heat, and just go and drop my lines in the water for about it was about 15 minutes, and my coffee was ready. And then I came back and sat over there and fished, drank my coffee, and then I went back again and made myself breakfast. Now here's what I'm showing you guys, what the raccoons did last night. So that's the first time I've seen that. They never done it before. I know they can open the zipper and come in the tent, and usually that never happened. But this is what they did. Look at them. They put a hole in my tent, and I heard the noises. And look at the plastics all over. I picked up some other bags and threw them away. But this is so I have to, I guess, duct tape it from both sides. Duct tape fixes everything. And my coffee here is probably ready, but I just like to make sure it's really hot. That thing works good. After this, I'm just gonna have some coffee and go and make myself breakfast. Why not? Now you see it's percolating already. You can actually see from when it's closed, that glass shows you if it's percolating, but this one is really percolating. It's hard to see with the steam. And then I put my frying pan again and cleaned it and put it back again. Spray a little bit of oil. Crack all of the eggs, and I give a sandwich to the neighbor. First I did the turkey sausages. Turkey sausages don't have much oil on them. And like I said, I like mine well done. I just let it sit. A little bit of butter. Oh boy, I can smell it right now here. Look at that. That's beautiful. Could have done bacon, potatoes, whatever, anything you can do here. I took the sausage away and put them in the plate. And then we go to cracking eggs. It was my last day of camping, so I cracked all of the whatever I had left and made 2 big sandwiches. How is that? Look at that. It looks really good and it's delicious. Delicious. So the whole thing really worked very good. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you learned something. I'm going to keep this thing all the time at home in case if I need it for future or camping or anything. Thank you guys for watching.